In the mid-20th century, during the height of Cold War tension and the beginning of the space age, a mysterious figure known as Valiant Thor allegedly arrived on Earth with a message of peace and advanced wisdom. According to the accounts of Dr. Frank Stranges, a minister and UFO researcher, Thor was a benevolent extraterrestrial from Venus who appeared in 1957. His mission, to guide humanity away from nuclear destruction and towards spiritual and scientific enlightenment. Thor's arrival in Washington, D.C., his purported meetings with high-ranking government officials, and his extended stay on Earth have become the stuff of legend, blending conspiracy theories, UFO lore, and spiritual beliefs into a captivating mystery. This story takes place in an era when the U.S. government was entangled in secretive programs like Project Blue Book, aimed at investigating UFO sightings. With this backdrop of growing concern about extraterrestrial life, the story of Valiant Thor ignites a haunting curiosity. Was humanity visited by an enlightened being whose message was ultimately ignored? According to Stranges, Valiant Thor arrived in Alexandria, Virginia, in a spaceship on March 16, 1957. Shortly after, he was escorted by police to the Pentagon, where he met with officials including then-President Dwight D. Eisenhower and Vice President Richard Nixon. Thor, described as a humanoid figure with enhanced abilities, telepathic communication, vast intelligence, and an extended lifespan, stood out not only for his appearance but for his claims of being from Venus. He allegedly came with a warning about the direction humanity was heading. Nuclear weapons, environmental destruction, and materialism were leading the world toward a dangerous precipice. He offered advanced technology and spiritual insight that could help the world avoid catastrophe. However, while some officials were fascinated, others were skeptical. Thor's advice went largely unheeded as political and military priorities overshadowed his mission. Stranges claimed Thor stayed at the Pentagon for 3 years, working in secret on a plan to save humanity. Thor's extended stay raises eerie questions about his influence on world affairs and the reason his mission ultimately failed. Was Thor's message intentionally silenced by those in power? What secrets did he uncover during his time at the heart of the U.S. military? Stranges described Thor as being deeply troubled by humanity's reluctance to change its destructive course. With growing evidence of covert government programs focused on UFOs and extraterrestrials, the idea that a Venusian emissary could be working behind the scenes begins to take on a chilling resonance. Even more unsettling is the notion that Thor's peaceful solutions were cast aside for the sake of war and control. His presence at the Pentagon remains a mysterious footnote in the annals of conspiracy theories, one that continues to be debated by ufologists and skeptics alike. Valiant Thor's departure from Earth is as mysterious as his arrival. By 1960, according to Stranges, Thor left, his mission incomplete, as humanity refused to embrace his higher knowledge. Despite this, his story lives on in UFO circles, spiritual movements, and fringe science discussions. Stranges himself passed away in 2008, leaving behind questions that may never be answered. Who or what was Valiant Thor? Did the U.S. government have knowledge of extraterrestrial life that it kept hidden from the public? While the story of Valiant Thor may sound too fantastical for many, it resonates with a timeless human fear. The fear that we are not alone and that powerful forces, both human and extraterrestrial, are shaping the future without our knowledge. The eerie question lingers. What if Thor's warnings were real? If Valiant Thor was telling the truth, then the implications for the future of humanity are profound, suggesting we were given an opportunity to change the course of history and ignored it. In the end, Valiant Thor's legacy is one of unanswered questions and speculative intrigue. Did a Venusian really walk among us, attempting to save humanity from itself? Or was it all an elaborate hoax, a product of Cold War paranoia and sci-fi fantasy? The mystery remains, leaving us to wonder if we missed a chance at salvation, or if someone didn't want us to listen.